Ready for lost 8-bit games and arcade dogfighting? Can you work out what this is for? Our new friend Russell gets a girlfriend. And big retro brownie points to you if you know which console this is running on.
Oh, hello! You called me out! It's me! It's Jace at Retrogames! Yes! And that's the bit that people stop watching out as soon as I go, "Ooh." Yeah, and I don't blame you. Happy Friday, friends! Because I know the friends will still be here watching me, shut up, watching me like an idiot. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you guys. I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to it being a celebrity. I'm not really getting used to it. Someone did once ask for me to sign one of their orders, which I'm not going on about it, but it did make me go, ooh. Yes, because you can buy stuff from Retrogames, and you can get me. I'll sign it if you want me to sign it. I'll get a marker pen. I don't mind. Love me or loathe me. Or both, like my family. I am here, it's Jace at Retrogames, and every week I get a load of stuff. Things that I've never seen before, things that get me excited, things I want to play, not necessarily that excite you. It's up to you. If you want to waste your time watching this rubbish, this is stuff that excites me. It's not all about you. It's about me. I'm the one if you're thinking, oh, Jace, you're getting more manic every single week. Maybe, but the reason is I've started recording the intros at night. It is night time. It's very late. It's very late right now while I'm recording. I know I'm here on a Friday for you, but I'm actually recording this slightly before that. Well, you have to. You have to. It doesn't work else. And yeah, I've decided to start recording late at night when everyone's gone to bed. And that makes me think you're asleep now. You're asleep right now, and here I am talking to you while you're asleep, and that's kind of sexy, isn't it? It's a little bit. I know retro gaming's not very sexy. It's not very sexy. It's a bunch of sad old blokes going on about their hoarding hobby, their obsession, their fetish. Let's say, is retro games a fetish? It should be. Late night, it's definitely a fetish. There's certainly a few games that fit the category. We can all name a few. I can't name a few. Get on with it, Joyce, you're driving me nuts. Okay, what is on the table?
What's on the table?
Well, I had to put this game on the show. It is Mr. Bean the Game. Mr. Bean the Game, yes. Sadly, all people overseas think that everyone in England is like Mr. Bean, don't they? They think that's our favourite comedy. They used to be Benny Hill. Oh, everyone loved Benny Hill in the UK. No. And now it's like, oh, everyone loved Mr. Bean. Maybe not now. Lee Evans, they all thought we liked Lee. No, we don't. We don't like that. But I'm still interested to play a Mr. Bean game. Let's have a little quick look at it on the camera first. Yeah, very cool. Let's open it up. It's got the manual. It's upside down manual. I'm going to turn it the right way. That's the kind of man I am. There it is, Mr. Bean. Let's check out on PlayStation 2. What is Mr. Bean? I don't hold out much hope. What is Mr. Bean the Game like?
Mr. Bean the Game. Yes, here he is. Okay. Does it remind you of anything? Does it remind you of, well, anything? Where is the Mini? Why isn't he holding his teddy? Why are we just walking along, jumping over a few things, collecting dog biscuits? Why are we collecting dog biscuits? There is no doubt in my mind that Rowan Atkinson, the man who plays Mr. Bean, had nothing to do with this game. There's not even any vocal stuff. There's none of Mr. Bean's funny noises. Oh yes, even I can't even do them properly. But you think they would at least get someone to take them off, some sort of an impressionist to make the sounds, because it just feels hollow and pretty dull. We're collecting jigsaw pieces. Yeah, remember Banjo-Kazooie? We did that then, didn't we? And then we do the jigsaw, and this is probably the best bit of the game. It is just so dull. What a wasted opportunity. Mr. Bean was silly.
Now, there's one thing we all agree on. Indiana Jones. He's pretty cool, right? He is, though, isn't he? He's pretty cool, and he's had a lot of video games made about him, from Atari coin ops right through to sprawling LucasArts adventure games. He's starred in a lot of video games. I mean, he's on PS5 now, doing good business. Yeah, so indie, he's going to be around in gaming forever, you know. He's a bit... Lara Croft can't really hold a burning torch to indie. Can she? Can she? Anyway, here it is. Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures. Covering the first 3 movies, all the great scenes in arcade form. Again, I don't believe we got this in the UK, did we? Did we? You're talking yourself into confusion, Jay, stop it. Again, lovely condition. There is the cartridge. Oh my goodness. Look at that manual. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful manual. What's this? What is this? It's a poster. Oh my God. Oh, what an Indiana. I've got to unfold it, but it's never ever been unfolded before. I'm taking its unfolding virginity. It's only little, but it's what you do with it that counts. Right, lads? Yeah, there is a very beautiful poster, and all the other stuff. The warnings, the epilepsy warnings, the diabetes warning, it's all in there. I can't wait to play this one because I love Indiana Jones. Please don't let me down, Indy.
Well, it's quite exciting, isn't it? Here we are running around in a burning building. It reminds me of Castlevania straight away. There's a lot of Castlevania vibes here, isn't there? Collecting things. Let's move this box. Jump up there. Get ready for some brilliant rope work. Yes, this feels exactly what I want an Indiana Jones game on the SNES to play like. Fabulous. Oh, mind the grenade. Okay, so this game covers lots of the famous scenes from the movies. Here we are actually in one of the underground temples, trying to work our way out. I mean, it plays very similar. It is a platform action game. But let's be honest, there is nothing wrong with that. Now, there's Nazis to defeat with your whip, and then they set themselves on fire when you kill them. I have no idea why. This level demonstrates some beautiful parallax scrolling. But it's not all about platforming. Here we are on the minecart. It's a shooter. It's a first-person target shooter. Maybe not quite as fun as that Atari coin-op minecart section, but at least they are shoehorning in some variety. Now, what about this? The classic broken rope bridge. And now that's a scene we all remember from the movies. Let's catch these guys on fire. And now we're using that Mode 7 chip for the scenery underneath us in this dogfighting stage. Any game with a section like this just reminds me of Wings, just a little bit. But if there's one thing I really wanted to see in this game, it's that classic movie scene where Indiana Jones is riding his yellow rubber dinghy down the ski slopes. I love that bit. That is the best bit of the entire movie trilogy.
Now, this was a really cool thing that came in the office today, and you're thinking, Jace, what the heck is that? Just put it in the bin. Put it in the bin, mate. What'd you get that out of the bin for? No, I know. You're thinking, that's not a Game Boy, it's an empty shell. It is. It's a shell. But I don't know if you can tell. It's metal. It's metal Game Boy SP shell. In a lovely shiny blue. And I love the action when you go to open it. So imagine you've got your Game Boy SP in this. And then you pop it open. Oh, there's a really cute mechanism. I'll do it from the side. Here we go. Look at the back. It's like sprung. That rear spring. So then you play it. Play it for a bit. I'm guessing with the Game Boy in, this would hold it up because it wants to shut itself quite aggressively. Oh, yeah. But as Game Boy cases go, I'm not really a big fan of third-party cases, but I just thought that is pretty lovely and very protective. Solid metal. Yeah, beautiful. Hey, GameCube! We don't talk much about GameCube. Now, this is so rare. Released for promo only. I don't really know how this was distributed. This is Pokemon Box Ruby Sapphire. Let me just show you. This is PAL Pokemon Box. So rare, so rare. Not for resale, for promotional use only. Now, Pokemon Box was given away in another game in a small sleeve. I think it was given away in Pokemon Colosseum, was it? Was it? It was in something. I remember it is in another game, probably another Pokemon game. They gave it away in a little sleeve, but then it suddenly appeared with its own promo case, and this is a proper game. Not only have you got the game disc and it's got a memory card as well in there. I don't think it's dedicated to that game, and it has its own manual as well. So it's the full set. It's a full proper game. I mean, I'm not the greatest Pokemon fan. Sorry. I don't know. Pokemon. My kids love Pokemon. My wife plays Pokemon. Pokemon never really did much for me. I know a few of the guys. What's he called?
Tangrowth.
Tangrowth.
Yeah.
Oh. There's one there that looks like an evil slipper.
Which one?
That blue one.
That's Onyx. Or,
Onyx, okay.
The evolution of Onyx.
Sleepy mushroom there, favourite. Sheep on a stick. Goofy Monroe. Yeah. Mr. Tickle's uncle. Monkey Hero. Yeah. Moldy Gloves. Bristle.
This is Mum's least favourite Pokemon. She hates him.
What's he called, Blanky?
She calls him Dorito.
Doritos. Oh, nice. Pokemon box, Ruby and Sapphire. The ultimate utility for the Pokemaniac is here. It's to do with the Game Boy games. You do require a connected Game Boy and the Ruby or Sapphire games. It's to do with, it's like Pokemon Colosseum. It's like playing those games characters on the big TV for battles. I don't know. I'm pretending I know. I don't know. But I do know it's worth a lot. It's worth this much. I don't want some of that. Now here is a special game for the BBC. This is a game called Galactic Empire on the Gem label. But just look at the box. A Gem cardboard long box. It's a long box in brown cardboard with a nice window to put the standard cassette case in there. And we've got a little bit on the back bigging up the company. Because I think this was a standard box that different games slotted into. There was a few companies that made things like this. And if I put it out, we've got a proper wide manual. That's lovely, that is. Glossy front, Galactic Empire. And we'll get the cassette out just so that we can show that it does come out. Oh look, and even the insert has got a little square cardboard surround to hold the cassette. And there we have the game. Beautiful, Galactic Empire. I wonder what Galactic Empire is like.
Well, I'll tell you what it's like, Jace. It's a text strategy game for 1 to 4 players. And I mean completely just text. Choose your star systems and then plot out what you're going to do to try and win the entire galaxy. Probably great fun in 1983 when you had loads of friends who would sit and play this sort of stuff with you. But for a video game show, not the most fun thing to watch. What do you reckon? Slow boats, battle cruisers or fighters? You choose!
Now this is a weird game you may not have seen before. Rock and Roll Clams. Who'd have thought it? That the clam, the humble sea creature, the clam, could become a gaming character. Just throw in a bit of rock and roll and the clams are ready to go. What do you think? And there we go. What a strange... That is a clam. It's got eyes. They play the guitars. Yeah, rock and roll clams. I'm looking forward to having a play of this one. Just have a little quick squiz inside the box before we have a go at it. Oh, that's very nice. Glossy manual there. And there's the disc. For Atari ST, it is a 16-bit game. Let's check out the Rock and Roll Clams.
Okay, I'm going to keep quiet and let you make your own opinion for a sec. Yes, it is a good soundtrack, isn't it? No, it's not annoying. It's not an annoying soundtrack. No, that's definitely rock and roll, yeah. It's giving me Whizball vibes. It is so hard to control because every bounce you have to try and get it to... We're trying to go downwards. That's what we're doing, trying to work our way down, collecting things as we go. It's so hard to get this thing to bounce in the right direction, and then we're going down. Hey, I almost got blasted by an electric eel.
Now here is something a bit different. Trivial Pursuit. Oh, I don't want to see Trivial Pursuit. No, nobody wants to see Trivial Pursuit. Maybe you'd play it in the late 80s. Maybe if you're invited to a dinner party to spice up the end of the evening, we play Trivial Pursuit, getting our little pieces of pie. When's the last time we got invited to a dinner party? I don't think I've been invited to a dinner party for 20 years, but that's probably because I'm a bit outrageous and a bit annoying and I like flicking food around. maybe I do. Fair enough. Just so I don't get invited again. Yeah, I want to stay at home with the telly and the video games. All right. Yeah, so Trivial Pursuit, but this is for the Commodore CD-TV, you know, that amazing multimedia centre, the Amiga turned CDI. Now, the thing about this, the reason I've picked it, because I wouldn't normally pick Trivial Pursuit, because it's a bit dry. It's a bit dry, isn't it? It's a bit dry. Well, the reason is because of what's on the back. Now, I don't know this guy. I didn't know about this guy. Did you know about him? The Trivial Pursuit guy? Yeah. Let me introduce myself. This guy. Let me introduce myself. My name's Russell.
Come on then, mate. Get on with it.
Hello, and welcome to Trivial Pursuit. I'll be your quizmaster today, so please pay attention. If we all do what we're told, we'll get on. But if anybody wants to mess around and act immature, there'll be serious trouble. Okay? Now.
Yes, Trivial Pursuit had its own character. I don't know what he is. Is he a duck in a suit? He's got a bow tie. He looks something like he's out of Danger Mouse, doesn't he? A little bit. My name is Russell, and I'll be your host in this amazing new version of the world's most popular board game. And he appears in the questions like Mr. Chips and Catchphrase. It's just, wow, who knew it? Who knew it? Russell. So, introducing the world to Russell, the Trivial Pursuit duck in a suit.
Entertainment, which brings us to one of Hollywood's greatest stars and sex symbols, Miss Mae West. I've always admired Miss West, so I'm going to act very, very cool so as to make a good impression as a sophisticated international lover boy.
Hi there, big boy.
Commodore 64. It's a I do that every time. It's a clam case. It's Astral Zone on the Channel 8 label. Now, Channel 8 usually do adventure games, but this is an arcade game, and look at that. It's quite beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, Channel 8, they've got the instructions on the back. There's no separate instructions. If you look inside, lovely condition. Nice label. I'm just any excuse. Show the game because I want to play it. What the heck is Astral Zone like on the C64?
Oh, it's like this. Now, isn't this strange? Because it does not look like a Commodore 64 game. It looks like an Atari game, doesn't it? It looks like an old VCS game. And it got me thinking, are there games out there that you just wouldn't believe it's on that format? I instantly think of Paul Woke's Backlash when I say that was like an 8-bit game on an Amiga. But yeah, rubbish.
PlayStation 2. It's different to Commodore, isn't it? Silent Hill 2. Now, this is a game that we've been on a journey with it. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 1's been on a journey too, but Silent Hill 2 seems to be, this was a game that we sold previously for like £7-9 for years. We sold it for that much. It was a game that everyone had. Most people had it, but then suddenly the belief, the throng of enthusiasm for the crazy horror that is Silent Hill has brought this up to legendary status. This special 2-disc set. I mean, this is familiar. I'm sure most of you know this game. Yeah, it's got a slipcase, but this particular example is in immaculate condition. It just keeps climbing in value. As an investment title, you know, I could have picked up 100 of these 10 years ago and I'd be very rich now. I'd be very rich. I could have picked them up for peanuts. And then look, it's immaculate. This is 10 out of 10 discs. It's incredibly exciting. The slipcase, a little bit of wear, I'll give you that. Such a brilliant game. We've shown it on the show before, I know, but look at that manual. Yes, what a manual. And it's got the postcards. It's got a sticker. It's a sticker. It's a transfer. Welcome back. Beautiful, and the little reg card. But what is going to happen with this? Is this going to become a £200-300 game soon? Silent Hill 2. I get the feeling it might, because it just doesn't stop going up in value. Bless its creepy little socks. Another game here that keeps rising in value, and that is Pokemon Heart Gold. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm not surprised it keeps rising in value, because just look at it. I mean, it's gold. I love it when you move the light. You see this? You see there's like some sort of pagoda. Some sort of like Japanese pagoda in the background that like catches the light as you go with the gold. It is a beautifully made thing, and this is a particularly immaculate example. Yeah, so it's for the Nintendo DS. I'll very carefully open it and show you. So you get the Heart Gold game in there, and you get the Poke Walker. It's like Luke Skywalker. No, it's nothing to do with Luke Skywalker. You get look at the thickness of that manual. It's a pedometer, for crying out loud. A pedometer. Oh yeah, I'll just read that on the toilet for the next 6 weeks, and then I'll be able to go walking. Incredible amount of detail there. Here is the Poke Walker. Poke Walker sounds almost edible. There it is. It's a beautiful thing. It looks like a Pokemon egg. And it counts your steps, and that helps you progress in the game. There's also a little cap that clips onto the back of it. There it is. It's important. It keeps it dry. It keeps it dry if you've decided to stick it down your bra or down the front of your underpants. Most people do that with their pedometers. That's fine. And there's the game itself. Beautiful. I'm going to pop it open, and there is what an immaculate example. Immaculate example of a Pokemon game. And I know I've said before, I don't get overexcited about Pokemon, but I do love rare things that are just made with such style and beauty. I mean, you know, you've got a franchise like Pokemon, you could sell it in an old plastic bag, people would buy it, but no, they really make these lavish boxes and turn them into real collectible pieces. So how much is a beautiful copy of Pokemon Heart Gold for DS worth? Now,
What's on the table?
what is this? Well, it's a promo game. It's a promo game for the PlayStation 2, and we get these from time to time, sent out to magazines or to developers or within software companies, distributed, but never for normal people consumption, human consumption, yes, but never for your regular man on the street. They weren't really only for company use. But look at this one. Is Castlevania on the PlayStation 2. Castlevania for the PS2 on a promo. That's got to be rare. One of the most desirable franchises in retro history, and it's a promo on PS2. I'm quite excited about this one. How much is that worth then?
Here it comes, it's number one.
Now, who remembers this? The arch rival to the Game Boy, the Gamecom, or the Game.com, call it what you like. This was Tiger's attempt at taking on Nintendo with their own game, a cartridge-based handheld with a stylus. Yes, preempting the DS, the Game.com. Now, it included loads of like day-to-day features like a calculator, a phone book, you can keep all your phone numbers on there, a diary, high scores, built-in solitaire, but it also took cartridges. Now, you may know this game, you may know it, they sold it in Argos. Let's show you on the big screen. It is now getting very hard to find. And there it is in all its glory. 2 cartridges. It comes with 2 games cartridges. Lights out. One of the few Tiger handhelds that actually did okay, but it's not really a game that people would have tried to buy a console version for. Lights out, and there the incredibly licensed Batman and Robin. For the Game.com. Let me get the console out. and show you close up. We've got all the manuals and stuff in the bottom. Look at it. This is a beautiful example. It's a beautiful looking machine. It's thin. It's got that width of a Game Gear, but it's only an LCD screen. It's got 2 battery packs. It's got the main batteries in the bottom, a little battery for memory there. It doesn't save any memory on the cartridges. Got a headphone socket on the bottom. You've got that magnificent stylus. Let's try and get it out. Pull it down and there it is. There is the stylus. Touch sensitive screen. You've got your really horrible joypad that kind of stands proud of the body of the machine. And I know what you're thinking, yeah, that's great, Jace. But what's it like running? Here we go then. Try not to catch that. Wow.
Gamecom active.
Wow, active. Okay, and there we've got some options. We've got cartridge phone book, just the same as that photo on the front of the box. I don't really want to play any of these games, but I'll put Solitaire on. Let's just have a look. Wow, Solitaire. It's noisy Solitaire there. And you can see we've got some cards. It's not exactly Balatro. Let's plug in a cartridge and check that out. I've got a couple of games here that aren't the games that came with it. I've got Mortal Kombat Trilogy, can you imagine running on this machine? And Williams Arcade Classics, which is more up my alley. Let's try one of these. Now oddly, this machine does let you put in 2 cartridges at the same time. So that's in there. Let's turn it back on. Oh, yeah, okay, mate. Now let's remember this console was released in 1997. 97. You know, so I think the Game Boy's 89, so this is like, you know, almost a decade later, and they've not really come much further, if at all. Now let's press the cartridge button. Wow, listen to that start up. Okay, Arcade Classics is on. It's very hard to see. Okay, this is Defender 2. Let's try it. Well, it looks like Defender. I mean, it's definitely Defender, but, you know, it's no better than the Game Boy, if not worse. There's no shading, it's very black and white, it's all like monochrome. Very hard to show you, very hard to show you.
So instead, let's show you through emulation one of the classic games for this system. Yes, Resident Evil 2, the Capcom horror game running on the Gamecom. It's bizarre, isn't it? It's bizarre, but it's not a terrible version, is it? I mean, the graphics, they're all shaded and quite good and quite detailed. You've got the full inventory, you can pick things up. It's got that thing like on the PS1 with the doors slowly open, digitised doors. I didn't think the Gamecom was capable of this, to be honest. I mean, it's better than any Resident Evil game on the Game Boy. Yeah, it's almost a bit spooky that when they turn into the zombies. What the hell? Look at this freaky thing after me. I mean, yeah, wow, really? It's a pretty incredible game on such underpowered hardware. You'd usually say ambition over competence. And if you remember those R-Zone consoles that Tiger put out with like really good games titles, they really were awful, great titles for the games and absolute piles of poo to play. But this is a proper video game. It is real Resident Evil. Let's shoot the zombie cops.
So what do we think of that? Is it comparable to the game? No, it was a massive flop, and this is a mighty company, Tiger Electronics, huge in the worlds of handheld gaming. Some of the greatest tabletops ever made back in the 80s were Tiger. They came to the party so late, a cartridge-based handheld. They should have brought this out in 1990 against the Game Boy, then it would have had a chance, but released so late, and with such odd hardware with the stylus, strange mix of games. Yeah, it did not succeed, but it is a very juicy collectible, I think. A very nice thing to have in your collection.
You get me, yeah? You get me, yeah? Yeah? You get me, yeah?
Oh, thank God that's over. We're over, we are finished. We have finished another show. What another incredible bounty. Well, it wasn't a bounty, I would have eaten the bounty, it wasn't a bounty. I wish it was. Some people don't like bounty. I keep asking my kids questions. What's your favourite 3 chocolate bars of all time? Nobody's going to say Topic. Nobody's ever going to say it. My daughter says what's that? Kit Kat. Kit Kat. Yeah, Kit Kat. You know, big size. I can't even think of the word. Massive Kit Kats. They're big Kit Kats. Kit Kat Chunky. I should know the word chunky, shouldn't I? Kit Kat Chunky. Can you imagine that in the top 3 chocolate bars of all time? We should investigate this further. Is it retro gaming related? Not really. I miss the Red Boost. The Red Boost was the greatest chocolate bar of all time. Maybe Cabana. Do you remember Cabana? I'm on a tangent. I'm trying to reel myself back in. It's the end of the show, Jace. You've talked about some games. Go and have a lay down. Okay, I will. Until next time, happy retro gaming, retro gamers!
Now, if you enjoyed this, why not check out last week's show? It was amazing. Yes, episode 30 was the least watched episode of the entire series. Yes, 390 views and 9 minutes average view time. What am I doing wasting my life on this?
Nobody cares about your table, mate.